Hey, what's up everybody? So this is a quick video on how we made the WTF look video. I'm going to show you the editing process and we're going to get right into it. So we did this very simple. One camera setup, two shots. One shot is of me coming into the frame, acting like I get shot, I fall to the ground. And then the next shot is of my brother Beto coming into the frame from the left side, lifting up the gun, shooting, acting like he hears something, and then running out of frame. So we shot this in 4K. Our final product is going to be in HD, and that gives us the ability to enlarge the image within the frame and move it around without losing quality. And that's how we did that digital tilt up and down that I'm going to show later in the video. So as you can see here, Beto is outside of the frame. We made it larger to hide him right outside of the frame. So then I took the shots, I put one on top of each other, and then I took the ending of the bottom shot, which is the one that Julio falls on the ground, and the part where he's already on the ground, and I copied that and put it in the beginning of the timeline. So once we get to the After Effects part, you guys are gonna see his feet are gonna appear like they're right there in the frame in the same shot. So once everything was lined up on After Effects, all my different tracks, I took the whole footage and exported it to After Effects, and then we get into the fun part. So the first thing I did in After Effects was the digital tilt up and down of the image. It's a digital tilt up and down. So I just did some keyframes, moved it up and down, recorded it, and then I did that with all the different shots so they all match at the same time, moving up and down. They all have to match. So as you can see here, it looks like the camera is tilting up and down, but it's not. It's really the image within the frame moving up and down, so it creates the illusion of a tilt in the camera. So the next, I took the shot that was at the bottom, which was the legs, and put it on top of the shot where I'm coming in, walking in, and I started keyframing around it, which is basically cutting around the image so they're both in the same shot. Then after that, I had to, as you can tell, I run across it. So I had to manually move all the keyframes. So as I come in, the shot reveals and it's not over the other shot. So then we move on to the top layer, which is the shot where my brother comes out with a gun. We keyframe around it, cut around him, so he's in the same shot with all the different layers, and it all comes together seamlessly. So here, as you can see, I have all the keyframes done on all the three layers. As I move it back and forth, you can see how all the different cutouts are all together and they're all in the same frame, and it looks like it's all one shot, but it's actually three different shots. Last thing we did in After Effects was adding the effects. Luckily in YouTube, I can find pretty much anything, so I looked up for some muzzle flash of a gun, blood splatter, and some smoke. I put all that together. The shot of the flash was in green screen, so I had to key all the green out, resize it, and then put it where it's supposed to go, placing it. And the blood splatter, I had to also resize it. I had to keyframe it. Since my head is moving, the blood splatter has to move with the head, so I had to go keyframe for keyframe, moving the splatter so it stays together with the head and everything looks seamless. And that pretty much sums it up in After Effects. I got all the special effects together, the muzzle flash, the blood, the smoke, all the keyframing done. As you can see, this all comes together. So then we're done with After Effects. We go back to Premiere and we continue working there. So in Premiere, you can see that the composition I did in After Effects is done. I come into the shot, the feet are there. Then my brother comes out, lifts the gun, shoots. I fall to the ground and he runs out right over where I'm supposed to be on the floor, but since it's its own shot, there's nothing there on the floor, he can ride him straight out, and then that's the whole illusion. So then we do some color correction so it looks a little more cinematic. Then I also add the sound effect of the gunshot, and then that's it. That pretty much wraps up the whole thing. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, check it out, give it a like, give it a comment. Also like this video, give it a like, give it a comment. Let me know if you guys like this type of video. I might continue to do this for all the upcoming videos that we're gonna do. I wanna show you guys a little bit behind the scenes and then also a little bit of making of the video so you guys can see all the process and how much work goes into coming out with the final product. Peace.